The Arteon is a great sedan, a 2022 Volkswagen Arteon. Definitely an awesome ride, a powerful engine with 300 horsepower. You're going to love this. Watch the video, learn. There's competition out there, of course, with the Maxima, and you have the Toyota Avalon. But this stands on its own with the German Teutonic engineering. It's definitely nice. Enjoy the video. Like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. What we have here is the 2022 Volkswagen Arteon. I remember when I first saw this car, it reminded me of the Audi Fastback. S5 Fastback, that is. And then when I looked at it, it's pretty impressive. This is Volkswagen most luxurious car out there now. Now the 2022 Volkswagen Arteon is the brand's flagship model. This sleek four-door hatchback does not have the same selling power of the VW ever-expanding SUV lineup. You know, the world wants SUVs now. Cars are not selling as fast as SUVs. So therefore, it forgoes popularity and potential. And if you're going to make a sedan to go up against SUVs, it's got to come, and it's got to come ready to box, folks. Otherwise, it's not going to work. But it's definitely got a smooth design. I like the way how the headlights join each other in the front, how you have that daytime running lamp, and a Ford quad exhaust in the back. This is definitely nice. But this competition is the Toyota Avalon and the Nissan Maxima, which is a more traditional size sedan. The Toyota Avalon actually is roomier, and it's actually grown with time and has become more attractive. The large back seat, generous cargo space. This is what these sedans are known for. The Toyota Avalon and the Nissan Maxima. Can Volkswagen Arteon live up to that? We'll see. This baby has 300 horsepower, turbo, that's a 4-cylinder. And it's as powerful as its V6 rivals. And it's definitely refined. I remember when I used to own a Passat and a Jetta, it was really refined. I thought it was really solid. Actually, I bought Volkswagens for probably since 1998 all the way through 2008. I think really all the way through 2016. But at first I had a Jetta, then I had 2 Passats, and then I had a VW R32. And I was Volkswagen for life, folks, because it gave such a solid feeling. And I'm sure you're going to get the same feeling out of the Arteon. The Arteon has that Audius, or must I say Audius, because it still sort of follows the Audi DNA. Now, if you're an Audi fan, you know what I'm talking about. And we're talking about the Audi A5 Sportback, which is definitely a nice car. But the Volkswagen enhances this turbocharged engine before we sit with 300 horsepower. It's 32 more horses than it was in the past. And it has 295 pound-feet of torque, which is 37 more than it had in the past. You have a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic that pushes that power, that channels all that power to those wheels. And therefore, the base price for the Arteon raises by $3,000. Now, in some places, you'll also have the Arteon Sportback. And I'm thinking in Europe and different places you may have that, but not in the United States. But these are the two of the, must I say, art forms that this baby comes in. Now, the newly adopted R-Line appearance package is also in these. It becomes standard on the entry-level SE trim level. With those 18-inch wheels as you see here, front and rear parking sensors, wireless device charging, which is definitely nice. Volkswagen didn't have that back in the day. Now the SELR line now comes standard with all-wheel drive, and it can now be fitted with the optional 20-inch dark graphite wheel package. Now these may be the 20-inch because this baby is loaded. Now the SER line is going to start at $41,190, and the SELR line starts at $45,810. The SEL Premium R line, a whopping $51,000, folks. Now the SEL R line has cool balance and a lot of standard features compared with the SE. It's got a beautiful cabin, nice ambient lighting as you will see later, real leather upholstery, and a beautiful panoramic sunroof. It also has adaptive cruise control, which is definitely nice, folks, too, as well. Automatic high beams and lane keeping assist. This is just awesome and fantastic. Just look at the ride. The design and everything else speaks for itself. Now for the engine and transmission, again, you're talking about a 300 turbocharged 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine, 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. Now the base SE level, of course, is front wheel drive only, but the all-wheel drive is standard. You're going to want the all-wheel drive. Front wheel drive is a little different, but the all-wheel drive, if you want the handling, you have to get the all-wheel drive. Now the SEL and the SEL Premium, depending on the trim level, standard 18 and 19 and 20-inch wheels, adaptive suspension dampers are standard and can adjust automatically to your driving style. Or you can do it by yourself by going through comfort, normal, and sport. Now power steering is in line with the engineering of Volkswagen. And it's a pretty good job. It handles well and it's quite competent. So which means it can do whatever you need it to do in a competent manner. But it is not a sports sedan. As you can see, the fastback and the sportback. Now the fuel economy for this, you're talking about 22 miles per gallon city and 32 miles per gallon highway. Now things change, of course, if you're going at higher speeds. Like if you're driving about 65, but the higher you go at 80, of course it changes. Now this one comes standard with the driver assistant technologies, including the automated emergency braking, as well as front and rear parking sensors, adaptive cruise control, automatic high beam headlights, and lane keeping assist are standard on the top two models. You have the standard blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert, available lane departure warning, and lane keeping assist, and available adaptive cruise control. Now, as far as warranty and maintenance specifications, you have a limited warranty which covers up to 50,000 miles. Now, the powertrain warranty covers 4 years of 50,000 miles. And complimentary maintenance for 20 years, not for 20 years, I mean 20,000 miles, 2 years and 20,000 miles. 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds. 100 miles per hour in 15.9 seconds. And believe it or not, the rolling start from 5 miles per hour to 60 in 7.2 seconds. $268 horsepower at 5,500 RPMs. Transmission, of course, is an 8-speed automatic. Suspension, struts multi-link. The brakes, 13.4 inches vented disc and 12.2 inches in vented disc. That's in the front, 13.4 and 12.2 in the rear. These are Continental Tires Pro Contact 245 35R20 95H. Wheelbase 111.9 inches. The length is 191.6 inches. And the passenger volume is 98 cubic feet. Now, driving at 75 miles per hour, you will be able to get 31 miles per gallon. And the range is 560 miles. Look at those R seats. That stands out, don't it? That is definitely nice. Definitely nice. The different angles and everything about it is just definitely nice. Now, if you were to get something like this in an Audi package, you're going to spend a lot more money. And what a presence in the front grille too as well. And what also nice finish rear view mirrors. Exterior rear view mirrors. You also have vented brakes. Now, top speed is governed at 128 miles per hour. And braking from 70 to 60 is 167 feet. Look at those exhaust tips. They are definitely nice. The rectangular fit. These are some great views, folks. And with the R badging in the back, it's definitely a nice setup. Again, you're talking about from 41,190 all the way up to 51,000. And this is the estimated price for the 2022 Volkswagen Arteon. This is definitely the best looking Volkswagen that's out there right now. We'll take a look in the cabin in a few minutes. But the exterior with the R badging and everything else hits it right in the right place, folks. This is definitely the prettiest and the fanciest VW out there yet. Top brake light. Definitely you always see the top brake light in more classier vehicles. What beautiful angles. What beautiful views. Now, all the way back from 2019 to 2022, what has changed? Now, the 2019 was definitely nice. It was definitely a part of the Passat family sedan back then. And now they stopped making the Passats. Again, this is a closer look at the exterior. And so at that time, it fit in just perfectly. The power back then was 268 horsepower through a turbocharged 2.0. That's in 2019. As we say, a lot had changed. Now there's more horsepower. A lot more than 268 horsepower. You're talking about for the 2022 model. You're talking about the 300 horsepower. So it went up. definitely some enhancements. The same 2.0 liter engine. Even has the R badging on the wheels. And before it did 6 seconds up to 60 miles per hour. And now, from my understanding, I believe it takes a little bit longer than 6 seconds. Which the only way I could think of that, it would be because it's more weight. Now back to the interior. Now the infotainment system is an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which is standard on every Arteon. It's primarily controlled through the touch inputs. And again, you have a nice sound system. You also have the R. For the R badging, you also have the R button. You have a Harman Kardon sound system with great connected features. Power seats, the R badging again, and the carpet, and also on the foot sills, on the door, and on the door sills too. It's definitely nice. You even have the Argo Comfort memory seats. Different settings. 3 settings, folks. You also have USB ports. And you have the R seats as well. And the R badging. Definitely nice. 3-spoke steering wheel. And you also have the nice infotainment system. The clusters. Everything is nice and tight and well put together. Now, our badging on the steering wheel is definitely nice. You also have a lot of touch points, even for the AC. And those seats are also definitely nice. You also have the Tiptronic. And you also have the then air vents, which look quite solid and quite strong. It's definitely nice. You have the shifter with the steel finish. You also have the infotainment system, multi-function. You can go through tire pressures. You can check out everything. You also have the meters for your speed, and in the back you also have temperature controls. And you also have the cool seats and the warm seats in the back, ventilated seats. And you also have the ambient lighting, as you can see. You can change the colors. This is definitely a luxurious vehicle with a lot of luxurious touches. Take a look at this. This is a crown jewel of Volkswagen sedans. Definitely nice. If you remember the VW Passat, this is a lot better. And you even have the badging when you open up the puddle lights. You also have a compartment where you can hide your belongings, your Christmas shopping. You don't have to worry about eyes piercing in. And you also have the fold down seat where you can fit luggage. And even bulky luggage. So you can carry a lot of your belongings. And you have a good space just to slide things right into the trunk. This is definitely nice, folks. What a beautiful sedan. This is not particularly an enjoyable car to drive. The interior doesn't meet the luxurious aspirations. It's as expensive as an Audi alternative, which means that the price doesn't really change. However, it is nice. This is an Arteon R engine. Of course, it's a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine, kicking out 300 horsepower. You have your airbox, you have your computer controls. This is a place you'll never be, because you have a warranty. I mean, I would advise, if you do buy this, you're not going to keep it beyond 4 years. Hopefully it's a lease, and then you just trade up, because the models are going to change all the time. This is Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And then when you take off the top, this is where you can definitely see the 4-cylinder engine. You can definitely see the spark plugs here. And you can definitely see everything, which is like exposed. This is Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. This is Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing. And have an awesome and fantastic day. Much love. And again, thanks for coming by.